Hey YouTube, how's it going? This is Jay Lee. Okay, let me get you set up here. Hi you guys, this is Jay Lee from LA UFO channel. Hi, how's it going? Hope all is well. Thanks for joining me. And let's see. I'm out here, just got off work, just set up for you guys. I'm out here looking for UFOs, and I'm hoping rotate device back. What does that mean? I'm not sure what this means. Orientation is locked. Rotate device back. I'm not sure what that means. Anyway, okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm not sure what that means. Okay, I just moved this. Anyway, YouTube is saying orientation is locked, rotate device back. What does that mean? Anyway, I'm hoping you guys could see me. I hope everything is going good. Just got in just a little bit ago. This is kind of like therapy for me to come home, have a beer, look up into the sky, summon, do an invitation, do a call, and set up my stuff. And if they want to arrive, that's fine. If they don't, that's okay too. So anyway, I'm going to do a call in just a minute. I want you guys to join me. This is all part of a big experiment. It's called RTCC, Remote Telepathic Collective Communication. I've let everybody know that have been following my channel. Geez, I wonder if people are seeing me. Let's see. Basically, people who've been following me know to telepathically think, say, send the UFOs over to my area. I have my cameras, and I have a telescope hooked up to my TV. I'm going to show you my TV in just a minute. So if something shows up, once you send them over to my area over here in Sylmar, a little bit north of Los Angeles, next to the mountains, and a beacon on my roof, and I set up so fast that I didn't even set up my my sound. So I'm going to bring you guys with me in just a second. I'm going to set up the sound. Anyway, if you guys can telepathically say, please, say your name. I'm here with Jay Lee. Jay Lee is over in Sylmar, California. Please go over to his location. Teach him something so he could teach us. Show him something that he can show us. I'm going to have my video cameras, everything all ready to go. So if something shows up, it would be fantastic. And so far, what is it? I'm 4 for 4. So every time I go out, every time I come out, there's something shows up. Okay, so anyway, I just want to let people know that I'm legit. Let me take you inside. I'm legit. I would never hoax, never fake anything. Actually, I actually hate people who fake UFO stuff. It makes me mad. I think pretty much most of the people that I know that that do this actually absolutely hate people who fake ufology type of stuff. So, like I said, this is 100% legit, and I would never attempt. I have so much respect for ufology that I would never, ever, fake anything. So, here we go. What I'm putting on, I usually have in the background is the 52 hertz whale. This is what it looks like on the internet, and if you could hear it, this is like 12 hours of whale call that was captured once by a United States submarine, and they actually captured 12 hours of it, and they posted it up on YouTube, so we end up getting to hear it. And the thing with this is that you end up it's known as the loneliest whale. It's known as the loneliest whale in the ocean, and one of the reasons why it's known as one of the loneliest whales in the ocean is because none of the other whales use this frequency to communicate. So they were saying that it might not be part of this world. Who knows? Anyway, I just find them very soothing and stuff like that. So I need to move you guys over to here. Okay, good. So like I said, typically, and you guys could do this too, typically what I do is I come home and have a beer, and I just look up into the sky, and I will summon, and I will ask them to come to my location. And I ask them to come to my location and then give me a sign that they're here. And if they can give me a sign that they're here, I will videotape them. So this is what I do. And if they show me something amazing, or honestly, I think that sometimes they, I think through evolution and stuff like that, sometimes they look like balloons. But I mean, like the debunkers, they're, I say, the debunkers, go in your backyard and look up in the sky and see how many UFOs you end up seeing, or balloons you end up seeing. So, I mean, we're kind of like fishermen in that, we end up going over to the pier with our fishing pole, our fishing line, our fishing hooks, our bait, and we throw it all inside the ocean, and we have intention. And you walk by the fisherman that's on the pier, you look into his bucket, he's got fish. And there's a reason why he's got fish, because there's an intention. He wants to catch fish. And that's the reason why he ends up catching it, because there's an intention. We throw things out there, and our intention is to capture UFOs that come to our location. And we're all entangled. We're all made up of molecules forged from the stars and supernova. And so we, are part of them, so we can communicate with them. And, the example I typically use is, like your siblings, your brother, your sister, your mother. I mean, how many times have you thought about them and they end up giving you a phone call, or how many times have you called up a friend and they're just like, dude, I was just thinking about you. So it's one of those things that, I know that this works. I know telepathic communication works. I know that we're all connected. Let's see, physically, it's called quantum entanglement. Mentally, consciously, it's called conscious entanglement, conscious quantum entanglement. And basically, we can send our signal. It doesn't matter where your mother is. We could send that signal. You could be on the moon, and you could still send that signal instantaneously. So anyway, I'm gonna launch an invitation right now. Okay, so I want you guys to also send an invitation over to Sylmar. Okay. So I want you guys to send them over to Sylmar on the next to the mountains. Let me show you. I'm next to the mountains. I have a beacon on my roof, that will actually shine on them and let them know exactly where I am. And if I can see them, I'll videotape them for you. Okay? So I have got a pretty good track record. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good right now. So I think things will show up here in just a minute. Let me just have a little more cup of courage here. Oh my gosh. This is like Sculpin IPA. It's like sushi to me. I'm telling you, it's like sushi among drinking. It's unbelievable. Okay, so anyway, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to send them to my location here in Sylmar. Okay, just let them know. Basically, what I'm going to say is, angels of the sky, I'm here for you. Please come to my location. Give me a sign that you're here. Okay? Show me something. Teach me something so that I can teach others. Show me something that will distinguish yourselves from something that's ordinary. You know, give me a flyby. You know, do something that will make yourself different from what we usually end up seeing up in the sky and stuff. Tell them not to be afraid. Tell them, you know, we're here for them. We invite all to come to our location. Okay, so if you can, just let them know we're here for peace. If you're interested, you can ask for something specific, something flashy, something long, something round, something flat, whatever. If something does show up like that, I want you to let me know exactly where you're coming from and stuff. My email is astropaparazzi@gmail.com. Let me know that it was you that you sent them over to me, okay? Because I'm looking for, you know, the powerful ones to join me in this quest, okay? So, anyway, I'm going to do an invitation right now, okay? I want you guys to do it with me, okay? But, you know, it's usually silent. It's a telepathic communication, okay? Now, once you end up sending it, you can keep on sending if you'd like. There's nothing written in stone here. I usually, with Robert Bingham, I end up, you know, he ends up just sending it once and then waiting for them to come. So that's kind of like what I do. I may end up, you know, inadvertently just say, please come to my location. Of course, because I'm live, you know, I want you guys to, I really want you guys to see your very first UFO. So, you know, I would love to be here when you end up seeing your very first UFO and stuff. So, what are the chances of something showing up, okay? What are the chances? And like I said, I don't mess around. I love ufology. I've been doing this for a few years now. I know it works, and you know, I think that, you know, this is going to be just great if you, but you know, like I said, I'm not the one that's doing all the work. I think you guys are the one that's doing all the work. So if you can have them come over to my location here in Sylmar, I'm over by the ocean. I mean, I'm over by the hills. I have a beacon on top of my roof. Just ask for something to show up, something to catch my eye. And when they come here, tell them to reveal themselves to me. Tell them to give me a sign that they're here. So if I see them, I will show you. Okay? Just want to make sure I'm on the right HDMI. Just to let you guys know, I'm in the process of upgrading my system so I can go on OBS. It's a very expensive system when you end up doing these things with OBS, especially with the equipment I have, because the sensitive, you know, it's, I can't have failure. So if I'm looking at something with my Panasonic V520, it can't just black out on you guys. So with what I used to have, it's not, you know, it continues to fail on me, and I can't have that happen. So anyway, what I'm doing is, as soon as you guys see something, actually, you know what? I just want to, because I moved it, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to calibrate, okay? So if I do see something, I just want to make sure that you guys are able to see this. Okay, I think that's good. Whoa. Is that good? Okay, hopefully. I'm hoping you guys can see me. There's like a red dot right in front of my eyes, and I'm hoping that you guys can still see me. Okay, all right. Send them to my location. I'm feeling good. You guys need to send them to Sylmar, a little bit north of Los Angeles. What would be cool is if you were to learn, what I recommend is when I do an invitation, you do an invitation with me. And like I said, there's some sort of a quantum entanglement consciously that we end up connecting. And when we end up connecting, they know you're my friend. And if they know that you're my friend, they'll show up for you too, where you live. But, you know, for now, send them over to me just so that we can get the audience to know that these things are real. So try to send them over to Sylmar. And like I said, eventually you can call them on your own time and have them come to your own location and stuff. Just be patient. You know, this is kind of like, it's kind of like fishing to me, in that, you know, you throw the hook and the bait inside the water, you're not going to catch something really quickly, okay? So you have to be patient, and I think that's all part of the mood. It's all part of, you know, I don't know, I absolutely love it. And just the fact that they can, that you're just watching and waiting and stuff is very soothing to me. And, you know, like I said, as soon as you see something, all hell breaks out, okay? So, you know, you got to capture things, and you got to make sure that it's kind of steady. And number one, you got to see it, you know, you got to zoom in on it. And speaking of, I'm going to be zooming in on it. And I've been having trouble. I had trouble with my my camera yesterday. So I'm hoping I could zoom in on something earlier today. Yesterday, I swear I couldn't even focus in on planes, and I'm hoping that doesn't happen today. And you know what? I haven't really checked. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'm hoping, you know, what I did today was, well, actually, I would like you to send them also. Send them, you know, if you're going to send them, send the slow ones, the big slow ones. And if you could send the big slow ones, I'll try to capture it with my V520 real quick. But immediately, I'm going to try to capture it with my telescope, and I'll try to show you with my telescope. So, if I could show you with my telescope, we'll be very, very close. Just to let you know, for the people who watched me yesterday, I'm putting together the video tonight. Hopefully, I'll put something together tonight that I could upload possibly tomorrow. There's some pretty weird stuff that I ended up seeing yesterday. Stuff that, you know, I'm looking for this stuff called, I call it imitation, indications of imitation, little subtle differences, atypical, you know, hints, kind of like a cell phone tower, or even a grass, astroturf in front of a house. We all know what it looks like, but what ends up happening is if we end up, you know, seeing it, we could be faked out. So a lot of times we end up thinking, it's just a balloon, and we won't even give it a second thought. But we have to take a close look at it. We have to take a look and see if it gives us any sort of indications of imitation, and that's what it basically what it kind of comes down to. So anyway, here we go. Come on, you guys. Come on, you guys. Send them over to my location here in Sylmar. Okay? Tell them I'm friends with them. I'm friends with Jay Lee. Please go to his location. Show him something that he can show us. Teach him something that he can teach us. I don't have the best eyes in the world, and I'm sorry. I do have polarized sunglasses. But, you know, and they're really fantastic, but honestly, I cannot compete with young people. Anyone over the age of 10, we end up having 10-year-olds coming over to our UFO sighting event. And they're like, what are you looking for? Why are you looking up in the sky? And we're like, well, we're looking for UFOs. And some of these guys are like, you mean over there, like that one? You know, and it just blows me away. And you know, all of us will gather up around them and go, "Oh my gosh, you're right, you saw one." So, anyway, it seems like almost like the younger, the better eyes that they have. For some reason, they reveal themselves to little children before the skeptical and cynical adults. So, anyway, have them come over to my location, please. Show me something amazing. You know, I invite one and all. Don't be afraid. We're here for you. All of us, we're here for you. Please come to our location. Show us something amazing. Show us something that's different. Show us something that will prove that you're here with us. I do see like little dots in the sky. but they don't stick. Also, I have this other camera. It's the Nikon P900, 83 times zoom. It's fantastic. The only problem with it is that you can't show live video on it. It has one of the best resolutions I've ever seen. So if it moves at a medium speed, I may end up using the P900 to capture it. And I'll show you guys after. But in the meantime, I'm going to try to show you either with my fast camera, the V520, the Panasonic V520, and the ETX90, which is the telescope with the A6000. It's a mirrorless camera, super high resolution. It's just incredible. When you end up seeing planes up in the air, sometimes it's good just to kind of follow them, because we call them leaders. They could be a leader in that they lead you to the location where these things end up showing up. So leaders can be balloons. And I say, no matter what you see up there, videotape it. And if they're balloons, that's fine, but I'll tell you, with a lot with balloons, sometimes it could be them, or sometimes it could be balloons, but sometimes they will shoot a flyby by them, and you'll be able to capture the flyby. It's just an amazing, happening here. So come on. Send them over to Sylmar. Please come to my location. Come on. Don't be afraid. Reveal yourselves to me. Let me show people. Let me have them see their first UFO. Come on. Show me something amazing. Sometimes they save themselves for me. Show me the best for last, just for before I end up taking off. But you know what? I should practice. So I'm gonna practice one with you guys, okay? Is this working? Okay. All right. Here we go. Once I end up seeing something, here we go. This is 80 times zoom. Can you guys see this? This is 80 times zoom. This is probably about a quarter mile away. It's about a quarter mile away. This is where I end up hiking up to and stuff. So anyway, this is the top of the tower. It's about 80 times zoom. It's just really just an amazing camera. So here's the base. And here's toward the top. It's 80 times zoom. It's really an amazing camera. I highly recommend it, but if you do it, I would get the V5, the V550, which I think is the, you know, actually it's a 90 times zoom. Don't ask me why they didn't, they end up I don't know why they end up stopping something like this, but it's one of those things that it's an amazing camera. I think you can actually get it still on eBay, and Robert Bingham's got one of those, and I'll tell you, it's better than my V520. So I think it's 90 times zoom, which is just an incredible zoom ratio. My ETX 90 has 155 times, so it's another amazing, you know, but just know that the farther you end up zooming out, the more squirrely things get. So that's where, you know, image stabilization comes in. That's where you end up trying, you know, you'll end up having to use, you know, something like After Effects to actually stabilize the footage and stuff. And that'll give you a better idea on these UFOs here. So, all right, you guys, send them over to Sylmar, please. Send them over to Sylmar. Show me something amazing. Oh my gosh, such an aggressive fly. Like I said, my next step is to line up OBS and do a live streaming from my computer so I can have more stuff showing up. You guys can have more cameras feeding into what you end up seeing. Oh, okay, something blue was just up there just a second ago. Come on. But it was pretty big. Come on, show me, come on, come on. Show me something amazing. Let me show these people. Show me something incredible. Please come. For some reason, they like to keep their distance. So as soon as you see them, ask for them to come closer to me. Say, come closer, come closer. Reveal yourselves to him. I know people laugh at my disco ball on top of my roof, but I'll tell you, I get dive bombed. Like I just got dive bombed just a second ago by a bird. They end up checking it out, and they end up, you know, checking it out close. And I get birds stopping by and observing it all the time. I know it works. I know that probably I don't need some sort of visual effect to have them come to my location, but I do it anyway, just to kind of pinpoint exactly where I'm at. And if they could pinpoint themselves on the disco ball that's shining at them, then hopefully they'll give me a smile and stick around for just another few minutes and stuff so I could videotape them. Man, there's a lot of planes. This one's showing up slow. Looks like it's very slow. Not one cloud up in the sky. What's the temperature? 95. It's 95.4 right now. Oh, okay, here we go. Show me something amazing. Please come. I'm not leaving here till I see something. So if you stick with me, you'll probably end up seeing your first UFO because I'm not leaving until I see something. Something's going to show up. It's like a perfect day for it to come. I don't know how perfect. Anyway, I invite all you guys over to our next UFO sighting event on LA UFO channel on meetup.com. Typically, we get together once a month to invite UFOs to come to our location. I bring my telescope, and we end up seeing anywhere from 20 to 70 things. So I invite you guys to join the channel. It's free. And so if you can, try to come to our location. You introduce yourself. The coolest people come to this UFO sighting event. Also, the other people that come to this event are some of the best UFO communicators out there. So I usually say, if you could have them rub off onto you, like they've rubbed off onto me, it would be fantastic. I'm telling you, I'm kind of a scientist. I never thought I would be able to see these things on my own. I've never been really gifted. There's some people that that are just, they're just connected. And for myself, I've never been... Ah! Is that a bird? It's a bird. Oh my gosh, it's a really high one. I have to admit, I never felt like I was connected. So I've always been kind of like on the outside, and I knew I was going to have trouble trying to, draw these things into my location. I just knew it. And I just never thought I'd be able to, call UFOs to come to my location. But I'm telling you, I see them all the time. And I highly recommend it. Recommend it. It'll change your life. And once you start seeing these on a regular basis, they're just fantastic. I've only been the one that has, that figured out how to hook this up to, the TV and the video cameras and everything else and stuff. And I'm still kind of Neanderthal when it comes to the equipment. But hopefully, once this what I've ordered comes in, I'll be able to show you more on a digital level, more on a whatever I show you is like second generation. It's not first generation. I want to show you first generation, so you can actually maybe possibly use some of this footage to do your own study. So come on, show me something. Show me something amazing. I keep getting these slow planes. Come on, show me something amazing. Show me something close. Give me something, anything, please. Always puts a lot of pressure on me when I do these It doesn't matter if I'm live or even over at the UFO sighting events. It's not up to me whether or not they show up or not. And it's really up to them. And, I try to, do what I need to do. I let them know that, other people like yourselves are, coming to my location and trying to draw them into my location so that they can reveal themselves. I truly believe that they want to reveal themselves. I think they make it obvious. So this is like their best opportunity live to reveal themselves to you guys. So anyway, I'm hoping that something shows up soon. Come on, baby. Show me something amazing. Oh no, it's a plane. After 5 o'clock, I find for myself is pretty prime time that they end up revealing themselves. Oh, wait. Okay, I think I see something. Okay, here we go. Okay, wait, it might be a plane, but it might be way, way up there. Okay, here we go. Okay, I hope you guys can see this. Come on, show me. Okay, here we go. Now it looks like a plane. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Come on, where are you? Okay, here we go. Come on. Get in there. Okay, here we go. No, it looks like a plane. Oh, I got my heart rate up. This one's gotta be... This one's gotta be, 30,000 feet. It's a small one. Okay, come on. You guys see it? Oh, okay, here we go. You guys seeing it? You guys see it? Oh, crap. Oh, man. Okay. Come on, show me something amazing. Come on. Show me something incredible. I'm just going to show you the landscape in just a little bit. Come on. It's been pretty dry here today. I just want to make sure. Can you guys see this? It looks a little dark. I don't know. I'm hoping you guys could see this. Come on, show me something. Right now would be a good time. Come on. It's about 20 minutes to 6. Come on. I'll give you another 20 minutes. Show me something. Come on. Come to my location. All right. I'm going to renew so my TV doesn't turn off. I'll be back in just a moment, okay? someone just call me? If you called me, call me again. Hello? Lazarus! Hey, what's going on, my man? How are you? You know what? I can't, honestly, I can't see it, and that's one of the reasons why I want to do the, is it okay if I go live with you? Is it okay if I go live? Yeah? Okay, here we go. Actually, let me just try to, can you see me? It's sideways? Like what? Oh, no way. Are you serious? Oh, great. How about now? No way. Okay. All right. Wow. I wonder why. You know, this is a little bit different. Hold on. I'm gonna put you live. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Can you hear? Okay. You have to turn down your audio or something.
Yeah, I'll turn it off.
Okay. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me and stuff, but this is Lazarus, man. This is the man. He's like captured some amazing things. I met him over at Earth Day, Robert Bingham's event. I've seen some incredible things that he's shown, and it blows me away. It is just incredible, some of the stuff that he's shown. But thank you for your feedback. There was a red dot on my video camera. You could see me, right? I mean, it looks okay. What? Not good?
Not anymore. It's clear. Everything is
okay. Everything's clear. Okay. Thank you for giving me a call. Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to refine this thing. Actually, I'm trying to figure out what I need to do. In fact, I'm getting closer to it. I just need to order a couple of more expensive things to purchase on eBay and stuff like that. So I'm going to be coming up with something very, very soon. So I'll be able to use OBS, and but it failed on me with my video camera and everything else and stuff. So so far, you know, the stuff that I had really didn't work and stuff like that. So, but thanks for watching me, and and nothing showed up so far. So, have you watched some of my other videos?
Say again?
Have you seen some of my other, live, like from Facebook and stuff?
All the time.
Oh, you're so nice. Thank you.
Doing an excellent job.
I'm just trying to, I just want people to see their very first UFO. And I'm trying my hardest. You know, every time we have these events, I'm like, I keep my fingers crossed that something shows up for people to see their first UFO and stuff. So.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. I think if you just continue doing what you're doing,
thank you.
Take off really well, you know. I think it's a great way.
So, so talk to me about you. What have you been seeing?
Well, I did go to the event, the mass meditation.
Oh,
the other
fantastic!
day. I did see you up there. I wasn't able to get to talk to you, unfortunately, but I did see you there. But I did I didn't get any video of anything at that time, but I did get a lot of images. I'm sure you saw them on Facebook. A lot of good feedback.
Yeah.
Thanks to Robert Bingham, he was able to summon all of them, and I'm sure there's other people that were there summoning them as well. But we did see some amazing stuff, some actual UFO shape, that
wow.
shapes.
Fantastic.
Some incredible stuff.
Yes, I ended up seeing. I didn't realize that was from the event, that UFO looking one.
Oh yeah, that was.
Oh my God!
I have all the raw footage, all the raw images on my hard drive.
Oh my gosh! Great job!
Yeah.
Fantastic! Well, I'm glad.
What's your next event?
I'm actually going to. I'm gonna talk to Fausto, and we're gonna set up a date, probably in July, maybe mid-July. And I'm not sure where it's going to be, but it's either going to be over at Hollydale or Sequoia Park. But I don't know. I wanted to, maybe talk with some people to find out. You know what would be awesome would be able to go to like a park, kind of like the mass meditation thing, where there's lots of people. Wouldn't it be awesome to be able to do something there? And I had problems. You know, Robert Bingham actually was approached by the, I guess, the organizer and said we couldn't set up a cabana. I'm like, we're going to be out in the sun for all day long and stuff, and I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to set it up. I'm not going to set it up. That's, you know, 350 yards away from you know, it's too far to carry all my stuff. So I said, you know what, maybe next time we'll end up doing it and stuff. So anyway, probably, you know, I don't know. I kind of like the, you know, where there's lots of people, and, you know, where there's lots of people, there's, you know, all you need is, it's like a collective communication. Just like I was saying with this whole, you know, with this remote telepathic communication, collective communication thing, in that the more people that are trying to draw them in, I mean, you know, the way that I feel is the way that I feel when I'm out there, you know, inviting and calling with Robert Bingham, you know, because he's so amazing. And so, you know, I feel the same way when I have, you know, you and everybody else out in the audience and stuff like that, sending me, you know, to the telepathic communication for them to, you know, the UFOs to come to my location. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's my eyes or I have been able to see a few like flickers and stuff. Do you know what I'm talking about? I've been seeing a few flickers, but but none of them like solidified themselves so I can actually capture them and stuff.
I understand. It'd be a lot better if you had another person there with you, of course. You know,
definitely
have the camera pointing at the sky the entire time.
Right, absolutely.
But, you know, you're doing what you can, so.
Right. So I try to give people a few hints. I try to give people a few hints. I'm going through a lot of stuff right now. Depending on how long, you know, what I'd like to do is I'd actually like to have people come over here and to, you know, I've got chairs and stuff like that. I mean, I'd love to have you guys all kick back here and all of us, invite all of us, summon all at the same time and stuff like that. And I've had Robert Bingham here, and some of the most amazing things I've ever seen is when he was here, and it was over in the far sky, and I still remember it vividly. It was so fantastic. So anyway, we could
probably also go live at the event. So what do you think?
I think that I may end up doing that and stuff. I'm just wondering about the quality. You know, like right now I'm with I'm hooked up to my Wi-Fi, and I'm with Spectrum, so it's smoking fast. So, but I'm just wondering. What was that?
Yeah, I have Spectrum as well.
Yeah, it's smoking fast, and you know, I absolutely love it. But I'm just wondering, you know, like I was just watching somebody out in the field that was actually doing what I'm doing, you know, without the cameras and stuff like that. Well, he was actually videotaping his, you know, LCD screen when he was ended up seeing something, but he came out kind of crappy.
Yeah.
And so anyway, you know, I figure, you know, we could do a little bit, I figure, and, you know, depending on how much, you know, with the data plan that you're on, you know, it could be pretty cool. I mean, nothing like, you know, like yesterday I was out here for 2 hours, and I was able to see a few things, but, you know, I think it'll kind of come down to, the data plan and, you know, the connectivity to the cellular towers and stuff.
Right.
Anyway, you've been looking up in the sky. Tell me about, you know, what's been going on with you.
Yeah, usually I go out hunting at nighttime. I mean, daytime is great, but for me, it strains my eyes, but I notice at nighttime I get majority of the things that I'm seeing are the white orbs around my location. I see them nightly. At any given time, I can go out there and see them. I just ask to see them like anyone else would. And, you know, most of the majority of the time, they do reveal themselves. Honestly, most of the time, when I least expect them to show up, they'll appear right above me, like right overhead, maybe a couple thousand feet up in the air. and they'll get super bright really quick. And by the time I try to turn on the camera, hit the record button, they dim out really quick. It's happened like 4 or 5 times. It's really it's a really amazing thing to see, you know. But it's like they know that I'm not prepared, and then they do that to me.
It happens to me. It's so funny you say that. Because exactly the same things. It's almost like they got some sort of a sense of humor or something like that. They like to see you like running around like a chicken with their head cut off. You know, it's so weird.
Yeah, they know we know, they know, and we all know. You know, we're watching each other.
Right. Exactly.
Get them on video.
Exactly.
It's a wonderful feeling, and I don't know. It's just I never feel fearful or anything. I feel really good that they're in my presence, and I appreciate them, and I always thank them, of course, for showing up.
Right. Now tell me
what build a relationship.
Now what started you with this whole thing? Like, you have to be crazy to be doing something like this. What drew you to doing what you're doing and capturing things? Because your equipment is amazing. And like you're just like me. I have to see them. I have to see them up close. But what drew you to this, to what you're doing?
That's a good question. We all want to know why we're here and how we got here. And ever since a young boy, I've been fascinated in aliens. I remember growing up and watching them on TV, and it would scare the bejeebies out of me. But the older you get, I guess just that wanting to know more and wanting to actually see them, I think they reveal themselves to you. Right. So one time I was coming home from Corona, California to San Bernardino. My car broke down. I was with a AAA tow truck driver, and it was about 12 in the morning. It was dark outside. No one was on the road, and we were driving down the highway, and I'm looking into the sky, and there's this big ball of fire, big round fireball, and for some reason I said, "Do you see that?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Watch, it's going to come in our direction." I don't know why I said it, but I did. As soon as that happened, it started moving as we're driving down the road. Geez. It started coming towards us, and then I tell him to pull over. And honestly, as soon as we pulled over on the opposite side of the highway, above some apartments, it stopped. It was like parallel. It was like directly across from us, about 500 feet to 1,000 feet at most, right above the apartments. And he was freaking out. He was on the cell phone. He was like, "Who do I call? Who do I call?" Oh, jeez. And I was hanging out the truck. I was hanging out, and I'm staring at this big ball of fire, trying to communicate with it. I really couldn't, but I didn't feel any fear. And as I'm staring at it, I can see these embers fall from beneath the fireball. It's just this big ball of fire. It looked like gas and flames, perfectly round. And for 5 minutes, I'm just trying to, get its attention, just staring at it. And eventually, it started floating up slowly, and the ball of fire got smaller and smaller, and eventually just disappeared. It like went into another dimension. And then we started, he started the car, we started driving off, and on the opposite side of the road, there was a car pulled over with the door open, but there was nobody inside, so that was kind of weird. Wow. And we were right by my home at the time. It was like right next to my home when, I got home and asked my parents if they seen anything, and they said no. But ever since that moment, I knew that there had to have been other life forms with intelligence, maybe God, so that was my aha moment.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that prompted you to what? Were you already into photography? Were you already into videography at that particular time?
At that time, they had those little flip phones, and that really didn't do much. So this was probably 2005 or 6. And, I wanted to buy a camera and go out, carry a camera at me at all times, carry it with me, but, money was limited. But over time, I was able to, save money, get a better job, and then eventually I was able to buy the equipment that I think is going to do the best, to record them. So I got, the long lenses and all that good stuff, and now I can do it full time. And there's another gentleman from the Inland Empire here. He invited me. He possibly because LA's kind of far, and I want to be able to go to your club, but it's kind of far. So maybe we're gonna start doing one here.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Yeah, but
we'll definitely collaborate, man. I'm telling you.
I definitely want to come out your way more often, though.
It doesn't happen too often, so it's just a couple of hours, whatever. That's so fantastic. So wow, that is so cool. Well, you know what? You ended up turning me on to that one lady that was taking, just knocked my socks off. Her pictures, and she does what we do. It sounds like, but she sounds like she's very connected. Do you know what I'm talking about? She's not.
I think so.
I forgot her name, but you ended up sending me a picture, a couple of pictures of what she's captured, and I'm like, whoa, she's definitely connected. We're now friends. We've been communicating yesterday, and I'm telling you, she really knocked my socks off. And she's part of, she's one of us. She's definitely one of us. And but she's very deep into it and stuff, which is pretty cool. She's got a lot of. I would love to have her call, and tell me about her story and stuff, because I'm telling you, some of the stuff that she's shown is just fantastic. Where is she? Is she up in Northern California or Oregon? No, Seattle? No. Where is she?
I'm not 100% sure because I don't have her information in front of me, but I do know who you're referring to.
I remember you're the one that sent me over to her and stuff. So anyway, she's so fantastic. So anyway, gosh darn it, I wish these things would show up. What is going on? When Robert Bingham, when he ends up saying when they don't show up for you for whatever reason, it's because they're preparing you for the next level. So
it's a possibility.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed that that maybe if they don't show up for me today, which will be the first time, so I'll be 4 for 5 at this point, that maybe they're going to show me something that'll make up for this time that I don't end up seeing them. So
exactly.
Anyway, well, thanks for joining me. You're so cool.
Oh no, thank you.
You're definitely hardcore, man. I'm just I figure the only way people, number one, people have to believe the fact that we're honest. We're like you're like one of us. Like, you probably hate people who fake UFO stuff, and just like I do. I hate people who will CGI, who will fake, throw up the frisbee, and I hate those people. And I think that they're really such a negative detriment to humanity. And just as there's so many billions of dollars put into marine biology, I truly believe that there should be, monies for atmospheric biology, and at least study what's going on up there and stuff. And that's what kills me with this whole thing, with all these fakers and stuff like that. So I know you're one of us, and I know that you would never fake anything.
For the wrong reasons,
Right, exactly. I think that you're definitely on the right track, and that's one of the reasons why we connect, is because we know that we've, I was just listening to Robert Bigelow. You know who Robert Bigelow is?
I think so, yeah.
Robert Bigelow is the owner of MUFON, but he's got, he does contract stuff for the government. He's like a multi-billionaire. They're the ones that handed everything over to Robert Bigelow when it came to MUFON and stuff. But he just basically said, I guess somebody interviewed him and just said, aren't you afraid people are gonna associate you with, UFOs and, crazy things like that? And he's like, you know what? I don't give a damn. He's kind of like, what people think will not change what I've seen and what I've known, what I know. And bottom line, I think that's what it kind of comes down to. Even for myself, I've seen some crazy things that defy physics. And, there's, if people go, oh yeah, UFOs are crazy, I don't give a damn what they say, because they can't change the way, they can't change what I've seen and what I know. And what I've seen is some crazy things and stuff like that. And that'll, it's something that defies, physics. So anyway.
Wonderful.
So anyway,
I think it. I appreciate you having me, and I'm glad I was able to.
Well, I'm hoping people can hear you. I'm hoping people can hear you, because I'm telling you, people, just let you know, Lazarus is just one of the best, UFO communicators I've ever met, and you absolutely should go visit his website. What's your website anyway? I want you to tell it.
The photography one is photosbylazarus.com, and then the YouTube channel, the one where I upload my orb videos, it's Christopher Lazarus Wolf, my full name. I'll go ahead and in the chat I'll put a link, so if people are interested, just click it.
You know what? Send it to me anyway, and then I'll make sure that'll be the first thing I post. Just in case, okay? Just to let people know. But thank you for calling me. Oh man, I just felt so good today. But you know what? Sometimes they show up, sometimes they don't show up. I just know that, seriously, when I get off work, I'm like, I'm like going crazy and stuff. So, but this really calms me down. I really love this stuff. And whether or not they show up or not, for me, honestly, they show up once a week. So I saw like 5 things yesterday, and I'm more than thrilled. And it's just one of those things that I think that the more you get out here, the more the more they know that you're connected and stuff. So anyway, all right, well, very good. Thank you for calling, and I think I'm going to wrap up and stuff. I'm going to work on that video, all the stuff that I ended up capturing yesterday, which was, some of it was kind of weird. I'm not sure. Did you end up seeing the video?
Yeah,
there was one that like kind of hung a U-turn, and I'm telling you, there was a bunch of stuff that I saw earlier that, it looked like they were kind of doing the same thing. In fact, I ended up getting 3 of them, like shooting by this other objects, 3 of them right at the same time, and then like a white orb, like it almost seemed like it was chasing them, but it stopped. It kind of stopped. It U-turned and went straight up and stuff. It was really weird.
I saw that one. It was going left and then automatically turned right back.
Correct. Right. Well, no, I haven't shown this other one yet, but it's fantastic. There's another one that it kind of looks like a balloon, formation and stuff, but they have this blue thing that expanded, and it was almost like a skirt. It was very strange, but I'm just about to. I'm going to work on it tonight. Hopefully, I'll be able to. Okay. What time is it? It's a little bit after 6.
I look forward to that.
Okay, very good. I'll show you. It's just fantastic. So, anyway.
Wonderful. I'll keep in contact with you, and.
Okay, very good.
I'll send you some messages on Facebook, and then hopefully, once you figure out the time and date, I'll see about coming down to the next event.
Okay, very good. I'm going to contact. I'll contact Fausto today, and hopefully we'll come up with a day and a time that we can have everybody come over and stuff. But I want people to meet you. I want people to meet you and connect with you, because I know you've got the right stuff. Now, let me ask you this: since you're online, did you know that you're special, or are you just a scientist?
Honestly, I don't know. I think we all have a capability, and we all have some type of connection. I know we're all connected in some way, consciously.
Interesting.
So as far as being gifted, I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
It just depends on your observations.
Right. Okay. My thing is that I'm like you then, in that I really don't think I'm special, and I've never thought that I was special and I'd be able to see these things, whereas I know handfuls of people who like Robert Bingham, he's always known that he's special, and he's always known that that he's special in stuff like this, whereas I'm not sure if he's O negative. I don't know if he's got a negative RH factor, but he's grown up like that. And there's people like me, and I think people like you, that they're just scientists that's skeptical, and we're out here to search for the truth and stuff. And I think that's where I'm at. I'm just I don't think I'm anything special. I've never grown up thinking, oh yeah, I can attract UFOs. I've never known that. So anyway, I'm glad thank you for being honest with me and stuff. So
Oh, no problem.
anyway,
For it.
I think I'm going to wrap up. And YouTube, thank you for joining me, and thank you, Lazarus, for showing up. I'm gonna could you just send me some of your links just to make sure that people know that you're we're gonna be connected, and maybe you'll end up coming to our next UFO sighting event.
Absolutely.
When I end up posting it, and hopefully I'll be able to do it later on today and stuff. Okay.
Excellent.
Very
All
good.
right, thank you so
All
much,
right, man.
You have a good evening.
Thanks for calling. I'll talk to you next time.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye. Anyway, he's so fantastic. His equipment is wonderful. He's an incredible videographer, and thank you for giving me a call, and thank you for sharing your insights and stuff. I don't know why we didn't end up seeing anything. This is what ends up happening. I'm lucky to see one thing a week and stuff, but I know with the collective communication, it's we're just much stronger when we're all together and stuff. So anyway, in the meantime, I want you guys to go to my other website and sign up with me. It's Lee UFO or LA UFO channel. Okay, and I'm going to be like, I kind of switch off one day over there, one day over here, and if I have time, I could do it. And I know Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are going to be like super crazy hot and stuff like that, but I love this type of stuff. So anyway, I'm here for you. I want you guys to see your very first UFO and stuff. So anyway, find out where. In the meantime, find out where Sylmar is, and have them come over to my location and figure out what you want to say. Go to my friend Jay Lee over in Sylmar, right above Los Angeles, next to the hills. He's got a beacon on his roof. You need to go to where he is. Show him something that he can show us. Teach him something that he can teach us. And make sure that you identify yourself. Make sure make sure that you flash or do whatever you need to do to make sure that he knows that you're there, so he'll start to videotape you. And also make sure that that whatever you reveal, it doesn't look typical. Make it look atypical. Show us something that doesn't make sense, okay? Whether it be orbs or morphing or whatever and stuff. So anyway, thank you for hanging with me today. And I'm gonna have to redeem myself maybe tomorrow and stuff. So anyway, go over to, I think if I was to do this, I would go over to my my Facebook channel, LA UFO channel or Lee UFO. Find one of them, friend me, and we'll go on from there. Okay. All right, you guys. I'll see you guys next time.